Hi, so my name is Sangye Khadro, and I have been a student of Tibetan Buddhism since the early 70s, mainly in the FPMT, studying with Lama Yeshe and Lama Zopa Rinpoche and many other lamas. And I've been a teacher since around 1980, but continuing to be a student because there's always more to learn. So Shantideva Center in New York City asked me to give a course on the topic of peaceful living, peaceful dying. And this course will start on June 11th and it will run for 4 weeks. So in this course, we're going to explore what Buddhism says about death and dying. There's actually a lot of information about death, especially in Tibetan Buddhism. And also just in general, the Buddha emphasized very much how important it is to contemplate death and be mindful of death, because it's something that we're all going to have to go through one of these days. And even before we ourselves die, there will be people in our lives that we're close to, who are important to us, who will pass away. So there's just no way we can avoid experiencing death in various ways as we go through life. And a lot of people don't like thinking about death or talking about death or hearing about it. They want to avoid the subject. It brings up a lot of difficult emotions. But the Buddha said it's really important for us to face death and learn how to overcome these difficult emotions and become more comfortable with it, so that we'll be more prepared for when death happens to us, and also be able to give help to others who are dying, especially family and friends, so that we can support them and help them through that process. So there's a lot of information on this topic in Buddhism, and I'll be sharing that as much as I can. We'll also be doing meditations on death and dying, mainly from the point of view of preparing ourselves for death. That's really the important thing, is learning how to be prepared for death when it happens to us. So there's a lot of advice, very, very helpful practical advice on that in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And we'll also explore ways in which we can be helpful to others when they are dying, especially people we love and care about. I think it's only natural we want to give them support at that difficult time in their life. So I think there are things we can do to prepare for that. So the course will involve talks. I'll be sharing material. There will also be meditations, guided meditations, and time for question and answer and discussion. So I hope that you will join me for this course. I think it will be very good for everyone. And see you then.